Hi guys, welcome to another Block Spotlight. Today we're going to be looking at another core pipe in logistics pipes. These are the chassis pipes. Now, what the chassis pipe will do that none of the other pipes will do is they will accept modules which will allow them to do various different things, and you can configure them as you please pretty much within the limits of whatever modules there are available. Each module has its own recipe and they are able to accept different numbers of modules, and that's the key difference between them. So we have the Mark 1 chassis here, which will accept one module there. The little exclamation point to the left hand side, that will let you access whatever configuration options this module has. So it will only work if there's a module in there that has configuration. The Mark II chassis will take 2 slots. The Mark III will have 3 modules. The Mark IV will have 4 modules, and the Mark V will have a massive 8 modules. Obviously, the Mark V chassis is significantly more expensive than the others, and these all step up in cost. Now, you start off as always with a basic logistics pipe. Now, I do remember that I forgot to include the Buildcraft assembly table chipsets, because they can be used as our recipe as well. And what you would do for the Mark 1 chassis, you can have a basic logistics pipe surrounded with redstone dust or redstone chipsets. That makes the Mark 1 chassis extremely cheap, but it does mean that you can only put one module in, which may or may not be what you're after. Really depends what kind of state your system's at. I can't think of many situations where you would want a Mark 1 chassis that you wouldn't be better off with a Mark 2. But your mileage may vary. Now, the Mark 2 chassis is the same idea but with iron instead, or in fact iron chipsets. Now, that obviously is going to take 2 modules, and you'll find that a lot more useful. I tend to use a lot of these ones. I only use these ones when I don't have enough iron for these, and I really need some module functionality, because there are some modules available that don't have an equivalent standard pipe. Now, the Mark III is the same recipe with gold or with golden chipsets. Now, typically in my sorting system I may use one of these. I'm sure you could use them, for example, if you wanted to extract from a machine quicker, because you can stack extractor modules and they will extract quicker, or something like that. Now, the Mark IV chassis is diamonds or diamond chipsets. That's taking 4 modules, so again we're starting to get quite expensive now. 8 diamonds is not an insignificant amount just for one pipe. And then finally the Mark V chassis, which is just absolutely insanely priced. Well, the only time you're ever going to need this is if you really want to get stuff out of a machine quickly and really need to stack extractor modules. Otherwise, I can't see a practical use for that one, but it's extremely expensive, so if you do need it, you're going to pay the price for it. The actual modules available, I can show you them up here. We have the item sync module, which with broad strokes, I'll go over these very quickly. Now, we will go into more depth on separate spotlights for these, but the item sync is basically replacing your basic logistics pipe functionality. Then your passive supplier module, that's something else that will take resources coming into the system without a specific home, and it will use them to keep a certain amount of stock in an inventory before sending it onto the default inventory. There's an extractor module, which is one item every 5 seconds. Polymorphic item sync, which is a very good module for chest storage. Quick sort module, which will sort things from chests extremely quickly. A terminus module for any excess that you don't have room for in your normal storage. Extractor Mark II extracts quicker than the extractor module. And a provider module, which provides the same kind of functionality as a provider pipe. So there's the modules that are available as a broad overview. We will go over them in a bit more depth, and hopefully you will see that these chassis pipes are extremely useful things to have around. Now they do operate slightly differently when you're requesting items to them. I've found that they won't spit items out if you request with a remote orderer. If you were to request on one of these, it will let you request, but it will bounce the item back instead of spitting it out. So they do have slightly different functionality in that respect. I would just try not to remote order to a chassis pipe. Other than that, thanks for watching. Please leave comments below. Let me know what I've missed out. If there's anything that I didn't cover that I should have done, please follow my Twitch and my Twitter feeds as well, and I will see you next time.